Ага. Поехали. Так, значит, нам надо попасть на корабль-лечагу, в команду записаться. Но мы в черном списке. Нам надо, во-первых, изменить лицо, чтобы нас не узнали. Возможно, прическу тоже. А во-вторых, добыть швабру, чтобы стать полтером. Ладно. Класс. Здорово. А это что такое? А что там было? Я уже не помню. О, еще что-то не дорисовано.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Что-то мне не нравится новое управление острова. Так, ну-ка.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Что-то тут пусто. О, здрасте.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Смотри, все пусто.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
Да, я такой.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Опять змеи. Опа. Нет, это мне не нравится.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
Чего?
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
Подсказки,
It can
что
tell
ли?
me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the
Так, это надо
voyage.
глянуть, что такое, но не использовать.
Thanks.
No charge.
Что такое? Все? О, карточка с вопросом. Сейчас мы на него быстренько ответим.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises.
Вот он бы мне сейчас
But
пригодился.
alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now. But I believe
Отлично,
I
спасибо за
could
подсказку.
restore its abilities.
Так, подожди, поговорим.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the
Что?
Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the
А вуду
young.
недостаточно
There's
темная,
little
да?
demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison
тогда
desires
понятно.
this
Опять
location.
этот капитан
That it belongs
ответа.
to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
Так, погоди. Блин, забыл нажать кнопку. Короче, темная магия неинтересная, говорит. Слишком невыразительная.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
Ауф.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Что это? Почему это?
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the scumbar.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Eileen is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Чего?
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here
Хорошо,
on
хорошо, я
Lily
понял.
Island.
Сейчас я пойду.
If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks.
Так, это я уже... О.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before.
That is true of many things.
Как бы и секрет оказался потом не таким уж интересным.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Спасибо.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
И чё так?
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
О, а у меня сколько денег даст? Нет, стоп. Вопрос. Так, как долго Гэбраш может не дышать под водой? 10 минут. Это 8? Блин. Ну ладно. Он же только что говорил. А может тут все можно говорить эту... Да и черт с ним. Все равно у меня ачивок никаких не влазит. Так.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
А что это похоже? Как достать швабру, как попасть в команду? Что мне не узнать? Ну фиг. Ну... Нет, это я не буду пользоваться. Это я сам все сделаю. Так. Тут маскировок нет.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's all I'm sure.
Next time
Так,
I'm in
это
a
я
drunk...
уже слушал, подожди. Вот.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Я очень его хочу.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by
Может,
unlicensed
чуть-чуть
persons.
уменьшить это?
Uh-huh.
Use with threads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm,
Oh, no.
clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Ну, отлично. Так, кого прирезать сейчас немножечко?
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Отлично. Почему нельзя потом приготовить? Что? Какой
Not
90.
very practical. Not very practical. Keep up the good work, buddy.
У нас тут еще есть? О, листяшка.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Так, может, я его открою?
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Все, да? Я тут все смотрел. Так, это все закрыто. Ага. Еще граффити.
Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
О,
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
даже остановившиеся часы 2 раза в день верно показывают
If any
время.
clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Это не бывшие? Нет, просто пираты.
Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops, sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking
А,
for
точно.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Что случилось-то?
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
you. Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
Стоп, я уже пират.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the three
Я ж
trials.
прошел.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence
В
as to the
смысле?
completion
Вы
of
чё?
all three.
Э.
That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
It matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time in democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead, drunk, dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once ye be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the three trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
I'm going on a journey to find the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret.
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate what holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
In the old days, we might have gone after it ourselves.
А что обещают?
But we've got new fish to fry, so to speak.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Вы решили в NFT вложиться?
Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
Telltales.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman that lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
Ну ладно,
See you around.
Seems likely.
хорошо. О, блин, у меня же всякого...
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Так. Здорово.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Ooh.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Зачем ты так... Ты же сказал, что все в прошлом оставим. Зачем так вот насмехаться?
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark
ты
magic
пользуешься?
is taking
Что
over.
можешь сказать?
Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Ooh.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps.
У тебя по-любому здесь...
So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Я думаю, у тебя тут где-то должна лежать и карточка с вопросом, да?
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Опять в бар. Ладно.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Так, ну-ка, можете всучить? Я думаю, с ними так все в порядке. Шут.
Hey, Wally. So, the lookout is still kicking?
Yep.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Хорошо. Что у тебя тут еще есть?
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Точно?
It makes things look bigger.
Ну ладно.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it,
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
it's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. What's this a map of?
The secret.
That sounds
У
reasonable.
тебя есть конкуренты? Чё?
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's.
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
Так, тут ничего нет, да? А,
I
лампа.
appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says rating, cursed black diamond.
Чего
That
написано?
looks like a treacherous voyage. It says rating, cursed black
Ah.
diamond. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Действительно, что может быть? О,
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
I like shine.
Huh, never seen one of those before. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced.
Как мелко, да?
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Все? Что тебе можно дать? Ну, может, извиниться все-таки. Я не помню просто.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing up, and marooning me all those years ago.
Good to know.
То есть тебе лягушка не нужна, да? Ну, возвращай-то. А, хорошо. А зачем я сюда заходил? Я не помню. Так, ладно. Ну, пошли дальше. Подожди-ка. Карта у меня есть, нет? Ага, он же мне не дал. У, на корабле Личака? Давай.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
О, так, это у нас на нижнюю улицу, переулок. Осмотреть, не идти. Замочница, граффити, тюрьма. О, в тюрьме я помню был, да. Воспоминания. Универмаг. А, вот это несет бабушка. Ладно, посмотрим. Так, что там у нас записка?
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Не помню, что тут было.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced
Нет,
to
подожди,
close.
не то. Вот.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories.
В смысле,
but cash would have been
подожди-ка.
better.
Может так?
The note says,
Ясно,
forced.
понял.
The note says,
А почему? Ну ладно. Мадам?
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
okay.
Еще что-нибудь?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Еще волчий цитат, давай.
Things are not what they seem.
Спасибо, еще.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Ну, отлично. Надо побольше.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Так, это уж что-то...
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it. A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
Ну-ка.
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding.
Хорошо.
They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces.
Но это уже не то. Нет, давай еще что-нибудь, да,
The
мудро.
queen always gives way to a new queen.
Ну, как бы сейчас король сменил.
She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go.
О,
The secret smells like popcorn. Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do? I got my golden key. But then, that is not enough.
давай, вот
Lights out always comes sooner than you think. He's doomed. But that's what you get when you get... They all think they deserve it. Well, they do and they don't.
Да, еще,
It's a
давай.
fairly good story. I wonder if there will be a sequel.
Но это и есть сиквел. Все, выговорилось.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly
Так, это я читал.
The queen
Ну
always...
все понятно, все по кругу пошло. Пошли посмотрим, что в переулке. О! Знакомое лицо. Что это такое? Что взял? Вопрос. Подруга Чаки любит. Можно не отвечать. Это которая в начале была. Я вообще не знаю. Она вроде что-то говорила, а может не говорила. Что там?
Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed.
Подожди, о чем?
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Aww.
Ладно.
Also, the windows need some work.
Тут еще. Ага.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
О, это куда ведет? Ладно, мы сюда потом зайдем. Здесь это губернаторская была это. Или кто там, не губернатор. Короче, там.
Visitor. Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
О, а ты кто?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time.
Ну да.
You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
У него, смотрите, этот специальная какая-то рубашка, в которой клеточки на месте стоят, хотя он ходит. Так.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Ну, как обычно.
Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Мне кажется, это усы у него или это он так рот показывает? По-моему, он злится. Это не улыбка.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ага.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean parts.
Да, он еще руками постоянно. Что тут у нас еще есть? Сейчас, подожди. Еще вопрос. Я помню...
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Воу,
How's your day going?
Так, ну-ка. В конце первого острова обезьян Личак победили при помощи... Хоть что-то правильно ответил. Это, короче, надо смотреть, что говорят, и отвечать потом уже. А не так вот, бла-бла-бла. Ну и ладно. Так, подожди, у меня есть вот что. Не просто так я взял.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Смотри, записывай. Ага.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Классно. Даже...
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
О.
Eeh, a spider. Ugh, it's that same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ugh, I simply don't like looking at that spider. Ah, every time I look at it, it's somehow worse. Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it?
Не знаю, ну давай.
Yikes! Why do I keep looking at
Все
it?
что ли? Тик. Ага.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Ну все, что нового, да? Так.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
Мне
They
кажется,
say
ты
the
тут
only
сможешь так
real
пройти.
prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing
уж эти
needs the way
лоерсы.
I do.
Okay, don't
Юристы.
worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
То есть тебя...
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word, jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape, I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Хорошо.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
А говорит 150.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Хорошо.
Yep.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Ну-ка.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Хорошо, ладно. Так, вот это, да, у нас ключница?
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi there.
О,
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
хорошо.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
А кто у тебя мама? Почему ты про маму так много говоришь?
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I see a peninsula trailing.
It's southern Florida.
Понятно.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please don't touch the glass.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys. And please don't touch the glass.
Хорошо.
What's
А
this
это?
lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
А этот?
What's this lock?
That's for sealing a container full of evaporated gas.
А этот?
What's that lock?
It's for a small jazz band to lock up their gear.
А вот этот?
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure
Это
their
я уже слышал.
apartments.
Ну еще раз.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used
Хорошо,
that to
я
keep
понял. Это
people.
я слышал.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
О,
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're
можно мне
trapped.
такой?
What's this key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for keeping long straight dresses.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house. And please don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That opens a long straight wardrobe for
Что
keeping
отец?
long straight
Ладно,
dresses.
ладно, давай, давай.
Please don't touch the glass.
Хорошо, все, не буду. Это что?
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Почему?
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off.
М,
Those are my last crackers.
Ладно. Что тут еще есть?
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Но зачем она висит?
How much
Висит.
for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale.
О, господи, не то нажал опять.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Нашла?
What more can you tell me about the golden keys?
Not much. I was just a kid, and mysteries have never been my thing. Too messy.
Это тоже на какую-то игру отсылка?
What more can you tell me about the golden keys?
Not much.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Я умею.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Я аккуратно.
Come on.
Seriously, I don't much...
Что тут еще есть? Так, тебя, с тобой, с тобой, с тобой, с тобой. Во. О, корточка.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Так,
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the
все меня в
docks.
бар отправляют почему-то. Возможно, все-таки они намекают, что там точно есть швабра, но это туда я пойду в последнюю очередь.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Ну ладно.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
И все. Хорошо.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Смотри.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Так, что у меня есть? Так. Корабль. Это большие, а поменьше нету, да, дел никаких. Ладно. Спасибо, до свидания. Чуть не попался.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Гайброш. Чувак, хорошие новости.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Кстати, ну-ка. Сколько мачт можно увидеть с улицы со спящим пиратом?
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their names should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Хорошо.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Мгм.
I already copied the serial number.
Так, ну это я
It
читал.
says jail rules. 1. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Хорошо, так, пошли и посмотрим губернатора. Кто там сейчас, кстати, губернатор? О, там еще дальше можно. Ну, мне это не нравится. Губернаторши. Вот.
Carla.
О. О.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Да, вот надо в рифму отвечать.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is. But there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Я даже не знаю, что ответить-то.
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ладно. Он такой прямой сразу. Я Гайбраш Трибут, хочу стать пиратом. Я Гайбраш Трибут, хочу найти секрет острова этого. Что такое?
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Ooh.
Edgy.
Иди.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Красиво. Книжки? Бесконечно сказаемое путешествие, которое никогда не кончается.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Хе-хе, конечно. Чё, право?
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Это что у нас? Будут трюки в домашних условиях.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
Большая книга карт сокровищ. Ну нет, вряд ли.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island.
Не включает карта. Эх, блин, не включает, да.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Как называется? Ингредиенты. Ладно. Боевые стратегии абордажных сражений.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
И чё? Джона Лани.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Вот это мне, наверное, понадобится. Ну-ка, это что?
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Так. Ладно. Сейчас, подожди. Что у нас еще есть? Собачка?
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Всё.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice,
Ну
but
ладно,
I'm
подожди,
busy
я
these days.
пришел извиниться.
Governor stuff.
Тихо.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Написать что-то.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Ламантин. Нет, это надо первый. Так, ну давай попробуем писать. Подожди-ка. Уже все, не отказаться теперь.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Это надо помнить. Ё-моё. А я даже не помню, это надо знать.
As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough.
Так, давай еще раз. Карла.
Dear Carla.
Книга.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Брутальность. Мне кажется, вот это было правильно.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
Каталина.
As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. I reject.
Подожди, давай еще раз.
Dear Carla.
Потерял книгу?
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions, please accept my humblest apology.
Я напоминал.
I've implemented. This is for you.
Dear Carl, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. I reject.
А что такое? Где ты там была-то? Может, есть вспоминания какие-то? А зачем я к ней вообще, Карла?
Dear Carla,
Извини, что потерял книгу.
sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I
Брутально.
realize that you are tough on toughness, as shown by your actions at Portobello. Please accept my humblest apology.
Может, пропугаешь надо? Напоминалки это, наверное, про другое. Или...
I promise to do better in the future.
Давай так попробуем.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush.
Ooh.
Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Так.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
А что ты?
Practice.
Хорошо. Так, это что у нас?
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Серьезно, если я вдруг... А мне еще лягушка понадобится. Хорошо, да, почитай, что там.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Слушай, мне кажется, что можно вернуть ее.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for returning my book.
Ну-ка, вот это
Maybe
возьмем.
you have learned to be responsible.
Can I borrow this book?
Fine.
Отлично.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed.
Интересно, а зачем он? Ладно, пусть лежит. Потом, когда что-нибудь
Thanks for
понадобится, я
returning
возьму.
my book.
Давай посмотрим, что.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Окей. А, это...
Stay out of my
Это,
bedroom.
это только спальня? А что? А, подожди. Нет, вот.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. I've
Чего?
seen that same
Замороженный
painting
хлопья?
on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Ну, давай заберем. Хорошо. Так, и что у нас?
It's a lot of work being governor.
Ничего хорошего. Ладно, собачка. Я не знаю, зачем я сюда заходил. Извинился. Ну, можно книги набрать. Так. Спящий пират. Это, наверное, в другой игре был спящий пират. Да, это что? О, еще карточка. Ну-ка. Что из этого не нужно для создания куклы Вуду? Не помню. Серьезно, я не помню. И чё? Карты. Еще есть игрушки.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Спасибо. Серьезно, может мне придется где-нибудь еще лягушка понадобится? А где находится этот? Это
Honoring
Карла.
Melee Island's
Точно, Карла,
27th
вот тут
governor,
отмечаю.
Carla the Swordmaster, for her
Портобелло.
heroic actions at Portobello.
Ёлки-палки. Вот же где написано. А где находится этот? Как он? Воу. По-моему, тут что-то...
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Aye, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. All their highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Короче, тут, по крайней мере, весь этот город говорит, что раньше было лучше.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
К сожалению,
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
к сожалению, я так понял, что в Loom надо играть со слухом, потому что там всё на музыке. Так что мне эта игра очень жаль, но...
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got?
Я могу-
Exactly.
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Надо было сказать, что... Ну ладно.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Лучше всех.
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Ой, ну... Слушай, а что... Я не помню такого. Ну, скажем, давай.
Yeah, I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date. Forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
Раньше было
Roaches stay the
лучше.
same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What?
Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
М,
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own.
у,
A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Ну-ка,
Well,
ну-ка.
let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles
Блин,
of
ну и чушь,
mops.
конечно, да.
Carve your handle from a limb of that
Зато и
tree.
любим. И любим.
Any questions?
Да.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Хорошо. И где мне
How
такое
do I
найти?
find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you
Хорошо,
exactly
ладно,
where it
понял.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Я думал, будет сложно найти маскировку. Но ладно.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
What kind of wood did you say the tree?
I didn't.
Ладно.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Хорошо. Так. Достать швабру. Сделать швабру. Найти шваберное дерево. Хорошо, понятно. То есть купить или найти корабль и экспедицию я бы не смог. Это все-таки идет по... По... Как он? По сюжету. Ладно.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Ладно, ладно. Что такое?
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars.
Внушительный сертификат санэпидемстанции. Ладно. Опарыши.
Active little guys, aren't they? It's like a miniature dance party. At least they look healthy. It's like a miniature dance party.
Еще опарыш.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Remind me never to eat here again. Remind me never to eat here again.
Что там у нас?
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. The food is more exciting when you can smell the
О,
risk.
вопрос. Берем. Что тут еще?
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
О,
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
вот это у меня будет...
It's hopeless.
Это будет у меня кусок швабры. Так. Курицу, у которой с желудком не все в порядке, зовут. И там получается сотня вопросов. Так.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my...
Yes.
Ну что ж, узнали про Loom, узнали про... Видимо, Так, а где у нас... Так, нет острова. А где у нас этот... музей?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Вот, брутальник брутальности. Понятно.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
Say...
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
Ну все вроде, да?
Say...
You'll have to excuse me.
Ясно. Ага, вверх. Нижняя улица, верхняя улица, губернатор, вверх. Точно, здесь этот как раз. Корабль Личака, а тут лес. Непонятно. Надо карту сравнить с картой оригинальной. По-моему, примерно так и выглядит. Доки. Но это уже завтра. Да. И так уже сегодня много получилось. Ой, спать пора. Ну, пока.